About a year ago, we actually met face to face in London talking about this record here. Yeah. Do you have a vinyl copy of this one at home?
I don't have a vinyl copy of that one at home. You have something that I don't have. I should have a vinyl copy, yeah.
Robbie, we both couldn't probably even imagine how the next 12 months were going to develop. How have you and your family have been holding up during these difficult and sometimes exhausting times?
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't release another Christmas album. Yeah. Maybe I did this.
You did this.
Look, we have the privilege to be financially okay. So it's very important in these times for us. We have, you kind of have to do a disclaimer every time you do an interview. People ask you how you're getting on in COVID. For me, I've just got to spend a lot of time with my family, and I've really enjoyed it. And my life has been more normal than it ever is because there's structure to it. So, and the disclaimer to that is we're dealing with Parkinson's with my father, and my mother-in-law has got cancer. So I know there's an awful lot of angry people out there going, well, it's all right for you, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it is, but this is my experience. And I can't pretend that it's been a hardship. It's been odd. It's been weird. We have parents to worry about. But I've enjoyed the fact that I get to spend time with my family.
This is why I was asking, Robbie, because ordinary people, our listeners at SWR3, they keep on asking us how do the pop musicians, the pop stars, the artists go along these days? And that's what we ask. Because they want to know, actually. They want to know how you guys are. And
we're I'm good. I'm keeping myself healthy. I'm doing all of those things that they suggest you do in your 20s. Hydrate, sleep well, eat well, do some exercise. Turns out it really works.
And congratulations on that new family member. How are things going with 4 children now?
Yeah, I'm the quad father. It's cool. It's cool. We have help, which is another thing that people sort of get angry about. But we get to be the best parents because we've had sleep, and we get to be the best people available when we're with our children. We're very privileged. We're very lucky, and I love it.
Which age has been the nicest and which one the most exhausting for you as a parent?
Well, the nicest is sort of like anything after 5 for a guy, because my wife does the nature nurture thing and guys do the hunting and gathering. I don't know if you're still allowed to say that, but in my house, that's what's happened. And I kind of prefer it when I can speak to them and they can respond to me, and then we can start playing. So that's fun.
That's good to hear. Looking back at the Christmas present, from today's perspective, Robbie, are you still happy with the record 1 year after its release?
Yeah, I'm very happy with that record. I was saying before in another interview that when I put out a record, there's so much hanging on it because perception means everything in the entertainment industry. And when there is a Robbie Williams standalone record, it feels like my career depends on it. Whether that perception goes, Robbie's career over, let's move on to somebody else. With the Christmas album, I kind of got a free go, so it was a joyous creation, and I'm ecstatic at how well it's done.
Have you talked to our own Helene lately? I mean, we are so proud to have her on the record.
Yeah, no, I haven't. We have a showbiz relationship, which means that we'll probably see each other once every 7 years at an award ceremony. But I'm very fond of her. She's a lovely person.
You just released a new song, Robbie. Tell us a bit about Can't Stop Christmas. It's fun and it's uplifting and it's upbeat.
You just explained it. It's fun and it's uplifting and it's upbeat. It's silly and sometimes serious, And, it's kind of a overview of the year from my perspective in simplistic terms, and meant to be slightly amusing, and hopefully people take it to their hearts.
I heard that your wife played an important role in convincing you to write a new song. Is that true?
Yeah,
Like,
she
Robbie,
made
go
me.
write a new song.
Yeah, she made me write it. I didn't want to. I felt as though I'd done enough. But she made me. And here we are talking about that record that she made me do.
This guy here has, not the one on the cover, but the one who was writing the book. He's wrote it with you, right? Chris Heath?
Oh, his name? He came in, and because my idea for the Christmas song was kind of more vitriolic and pointy fingered, and I played it to Chris, and he was just like, it's the wrong energy, for right now. People are so divisive, and there's no need to add any fuel to that fire. So we kind of rounded the lyrics down as not to inflame anybody.
Okay. Santa's on his sleigh, but now he's 2 meters away. I find social distancing quite hard, actually, although I know, of course, it's necessary. Have you gotten used to it already, or do you also miss those hugs and handshakes and kisses on the cheek? And what do you do about it?
No, I'd much rather greet people by shaking elbows. I've been doing that for as long as I can remember. Because you see, the thing is with me is like on a day-to-day basis, I could meet anywhere from between 10 to 100 strangers, all with clammy hands, all bringing something to the table that they caught from somewhere else. I have more chance of becoming ill because what a stranger has passed on to me than most people. So I prefer the sort of elbow or the fist bump.
Okay. But not with your friends, I guess. With your close friends, you probably...
No, not with my close friends. But, for hugs and kisses, I've got my wife and my children.
Okay. You've always had and still have this great sense of humor. How do you keep the good spirit up these days? Do your children help you? Is it just a way of, No,
I think that my sense of humor is all that I've had at some points. Even through like my most depressive times, I could find humor. So I think my humor's kept me alive.
You're singing on FaceTime and Zoom and socks and hand sanitizer. What kind of presents do you have in mind for your family and friends? They're not listening right now. You can tell us.
Ida buys all the presents. I don't have to worry about anything apart from buying her a present.
Okay. And you know already what you're going to give her? No?
No.
Okay. 23 days to go.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I always do.
How are you going to celebrate Christmas this year? Are you in England or are you in Los Angeles right now?
We're going to be in the UK.
Okay. Any hope for a Christmas #1 on the charts with Can't Stop Christmas, Robbie? It's currently a new entry on number 41.
Is it what, in Germany or the UK?
In England, in the UK.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Did you know that Can't Stop Christmas is number 41 in the UK?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good start. I don't expect it to be #1, but you never know. It could be a Christmas miracle.
Talking about Christmas records, Mariah Carey could be #1 in the UK this week after 26 years after its release. Do you like the song?
I haven't heard it.
Okay.
Oh, what? No, is it the old one?
Yeah, it's All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Is Ariana Grande singing on it with her or something?
No, it's just her. The old version is currently.
Is that going to be #1 again?
Probably. It never was #1.
Absolutely amazing. I love that song.
Talking about another Christmas record, have you listened to the new one by Jamie Cullum, The Piano Man at Christmas?
Yeah, he sent me a couple of his songs last year. He's such a good songwriter. It deserves to do really well.
Because I spoke to him last week, telling him that we talked about him last year because he was doing Merry Christmas, Everybody on your record. And you said about him last year, James is an enormous talent, Prince talented. He embodies everything I loved when I was growing up. Hip-hop swing. He's like my Michael Bublé is my Dean Martin, Jamie Cullum is all of those people combined. And he was very flattered about it. And here's what he said about you. Robbie is such a talent himself, and he's very humble on the one hand and very self-confident on the other hand. He has written some songs that will still be around when we're all long gone. He brings an energy into the room that makes you want to be your best at what you can be with a sense of humor. And he stressed that one, he's kind about other artists, and that's not something many people are confident to do, and he does that. And he also was a very big inspiration for me to create my record in the first place. There you go.
Oh, well, listen, it's a mutual appreciation society. I want to do more work with Jamie. When he's ready, I'm ready.
Okay. Imagine you, Jamie, and James Blunt in one room. What will happen? All with a great sense of humor. A different kind, but good sense of humor.
Actually, that'd be a good boy band, wouldn't it? I'd be the tallest, which I'd be very happy about.
And James and Jamie?
We'd just make a great boy band. I'm sure that something fascinating would happen.
Okay. And this morning, Robbie, to sum that up, I actually had the pleasure to talk to Gary Barlow about his new record. And he told me, of course, jokingly, to tell you that he was very disappointed with your performance at that Virtual Take That reunion in May. Is he still always the daddy kind of guy in Take That?
Yeah, he is dad. He's the older statesman. He's the older brother. I think that I would probably go to the grave seeking his approval.
That's what he said. He said, well, back in those days, he was not very relaxed, and he is now. And that's why you two get along so well.
Yeah, we're both better at sharing. It's like we've both created separate things that have import. And because of that, we can relax and just enjoy each other's company and enjoy each other's talent too.
How did you feel about that little reunion? And is there a future for you in Take That? What are your plans concerning that topic?
I've got so many projects on the horizon. None of them involve Take That, but there's always this universal string pulling us together, and I'm sure we will ride again.
What are those projects you just mentioned? What do you have in mind?
I'm starting a dance band. I'm joining a band.
With Jamie and James?
No, with two friends of mine from Australia, Tim and Flynn. And we are going to do EDM music. And hopefully we'll be DJing in clubs very soon.
Are you joking or are you serious now?
Matthias, I know quite often that I lie in interviews, but this is not a lie.
Okay, so you're going to do a disco album like Kylie did.
It's not. When you say disco, that kind of makes me feel about 1974.
No, I mean the modern kind of disco.
Yes.
A club record.
Yes, a club record, yeah.
And how many songs have you already written? Is it on the
27.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's going to be out next year?
Yeah, it's going to be out next year. It'll be out in spring.
Okay. What are your plans?
And I want to rent a place in Berlin and put up my art there during the day. And then in the evening, it becomes a nightclub. Sounds good. And you're going to be there as well? Oh, absolutely. I want to. I've got my watch on, and it counts how many steps I do, and I do 20,000 steps. And I think that if I DJ'd or did a set for 2 to 3 hours, I could easily do 15 to 16,000 steps whilst enjoying the music that I was playing. That's a good idea. But 20,000 steps is quite a lot, I have to say. It's 10 miles every day. And you just walk that or you run that? Walk that. Okay. That's a whole lot of miles, actually. Yeah. Swing When You're Winning, Robbie, will be 20 next year. Back then, it opened a whole new chapter for you. What are your memories of that album, of that particular time? I was really sad. I was really depressed, and I was really overwhelmed by absolutely everything. I was also the thinnest that I've ever been as a grown-up. So it's kind of like I probably looked my best then. I actually looked at some point malnourished. And that was because of what was going on in my private life and inside my head. It was a huge record, which in itself was thrilling. But when you're depressed and when you are very depressed, you see everything through the filter of depression. You can't get excited about anything because it doesn't exist in your system. So I know that it happened. I was there and I experienced it. But what did I feel? I felt depressed.
But you somehow must have felt something concerning the music, because you were the one who actually made swing music in pop music hip again. After that, everybody, started making swing music again. Are you proud of that record? Does it mean a lot to you? Even though you didn't feel
but I've done 13 studio albums, and am I proud of that record? I don't think about that record. I'm always thinking about the next one. I don't think about any of the records that I've made. I just think about the next one. They're all gone now. It's done. It's kind of like when Jurgen Klopp wins the league with Liverpool. This season, he's not thinking about the success of last season and coasting on that success. It's the same with me. It's done. It happened. It was a great experience. But now I'm going forward, and everything that's important to me is actually in the future, which I suppose Eastern mystic teachers will tell you is a Western fallacy. But there you go.
We have to wrap this one up, Robbie. Just last question. How confident are you that you will be playing concerts next year? We're all waiting for it to become possible again, to make it happen. How confident are you yourself personally?
I'm very confident that something will happen in some shape or form. But maybe I'm delusional, but I just can't see it not being the case that some normalcy will return. I hope that next year, when we do this interview, our yearly interview, my words are true, and I hope that we'll be face to face next time we speak.
That would be lovely. It's been great talking to you again, seeing you again.
It's really nice to talk to you, mate. Really nice to talk to you. Happy Weihnachten.
Schöne Weihnachten, have a Merry Christmas, and take care. See you next time, Robbie.
Bye.
Bye.